Welcome to another installment of the Robotics for Infectious Diseases interview series, moderated by Dr. Robin Murphy from Texas A&M University. I'm Professor Richard Boyles. I'm the Daniel C. Lewis Professor of the Purdue Polytechnic Institute and Director of the Purdue Robotics Accelerator at Purdue University. We have Dr. Gangtie Zheng with us today to talk actually about deploying robots at hospitals in response to the COVID-19 crisis in China. Dr. Zheng is an engineering professor at Tsinghua University in Beijing, China. This is one of the China's top engineering schools, in fact, one of the top schools in the world. And Dr. Zheng is the co-director of the Digital Medicine and Medical Robot Center at Tsinghua and has developed surgical robots used for both orthopedics and for vascular surgery. His team quickly put together, in just 30 days, a robot that can be used by medical staff to perform some of the common procedures on potentially infected patients while keeping staff at a safe distance. This can potentially save scarce personal protective equipment. It can save the time of donning and doffing this PPE, and ultimately, it'll save the lives of healthcare workers, or at least make their jobs safer. So, welcome, Professor Zheng.
Hello.
Thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Now, most of our interviews have been with healthcare experts, but you are a robotics expert that has actually deployed robots, not one, but two hospitals in response to COVID-19, and in record time. So first, tell us about the development of the robot, how long it took, what the robot does, and what your experiences were under the pressures of fighting a disease that was actually taking human lives.
Yeah, actually, and in 23rd January, the Wuhan is totally locked down, and the next day is the Lunar New Year, and so everybody feel nervous during that time, and I and my colleagues decided to do something. Then we started this project because in my team we have medical doctors, and they are experts in medical treatment. Also, some of my colleagues went to frontline in Wuhan in 25 of January, and so we first ask what are their requirements, what are their needs for a robot, and they have given us a list of functions they require. Then we start to do the job. Of course, during that time, the pressure is very high, and because everywhere was locked down, and it's hard to buy components, and also it's difficult to find a manufacturer to manufacture to fabricate components for you. And during this hard time, people are very helpful. They try their best to help us. So with their help, and also we got funding from university, and this funding make us to buy expensive components and also other equipments. So we all did help, and we can manage to work out the robot in 1 month. That is from start to clinical trial with normal people, and then start to test in 2 hospitals. The first hospital is Beijing Ditan Hospital, because it is very close to our university, and there we ask doctors to try the robot and to find out any problems and with the robot. Of course, they suggested some modifications to the robot, mainly for remote operation function. Doctors have their own idea of how to operate a robot. Then after modified the robot, we send the robot to Wuhan Union Hospital because we have a team of colleagues, they are medical doctors. So from 1st of March, we start the real test in these two hospitals. And these hospitals are frontline hospitals, but of course, everywhere is locked down and also very quiet, make you feel very nervous. Yeah. Okay, that's all. Okay.
All right. Well, tell us about the healthcare workers that you interacted with, and would you expect different demographics of the healthcare providers, such as nurses versus doctors versus ICU staff, to each react differently to robots?
Yes, we have two teams of medical doctors, but they are from different professional departments. In Zheng Hospital, doctors are from ICU department. They are experienced user of like ultrasonic equipment and also other medical equipment. And the team in Wuhan, they are general physicians, such as respiratory physician, and they are not now how to use ultrasonic equipment. Coordination of motion and image change. So they find out difficulty to operate the robot. Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, but they are not such a problem with ICU doctors in Zheng Hospital. Actually, they learned how to operate the robot in about 20 minutes. Then quickly started to apply the robot on real patients.
Very nice. You said after 20 minutes approximately?
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Let me ask you, what advice do you have for other roboticists that may be trying to help healthcare workers with pandemic response?
I think the first of all is our society is not ready for robot doing examination on patients. In the first instance, we try to make the robot fully automatically without any medical staff beside the patient. Some doctors and also patients said, well, we have to have human doctors beside the bed to comfort them. Another one is how to use the robot. That is not easy. Another lessons or factors, maybe more seriously, is devices are not designed for the robot. And for example, the ultrasonic devices, they are not designed for remote use. And I think one more thing is the mobile signal in many ICU is very weak. And because ICU is negative pressurized, that is, they are totally sealed. So this is a problem. And because currently most of the ICU are not designed for transmit signals. Yeah. So in Zheng Hospital, we have to install new like the mobile signal transmission device to enforce the signals, and also to set up like a local network to make the signal can for to outside. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
All right. Interesting. So both doctors and patients felt that they wanted the human performer there.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So tell me, in summing up, what are your experiences in terms of what's the greatest impact that robots can address in such a pandemic?
I think the way of working, of course, on the shopping, but maybe the concept of doctors. Because in the future, a patient go to a hospital, and what you meet first is a robot. Maybe.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's my answer.
All right. Well, Dr. Zheng, we really appreciate your time and providing your experiences in deploying your robot in Beijing and Wuhan. We do have a companion English language news story on our webpage about your robots, which we welcome visitors to watch. Okay, so do keep an eye on the Robots for Infectious Diseases website and for more interviews, reports, and other activities. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.